Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome to RVT exam practice. I am an RVT and I need to pass my exam. So I'm trying to talk through discontinuous measurement because I was trying to learn about it and I was just like, what is this? This is so confusing. So it helps me to talk about it. First, let's talk about partial interval recording. So, partial interval recording is one of the types of discontinuous intervals. Why? Because it's recorded if it happens at any time. Let me go back a little bit. So, the types of discontinuous measurements that we have are partial, whole, and momentary and plate check are also some of the discontinuous measurements. All the wording is so confusing, but if the behavior happens at any time, so let's say you set up you have a session, 2-hour session with a client, and the behavior happens during any time in that session, that is a partial interval recording. And it's basically a yes or no type of recording. Okay, next let's talk about the whole interval recording. Whole interval is if it's happening the entire time. So we're having a 2-hour session with a client, and this client is doing the behavior the entire time. They're yelling the entire time. Then we would say yes or no for that. And then next we have the momentary time sampling, and that's when it's happening at the end. So if you're having a session with a client and then at the end of the session they start yelling, then you're going to say um, yes or no again. At the end of the session is momentary time sampling. And then last one, play check or plan activity check, is when you're doing groups. So at the end of the interval, you check each person in the group to see if they're engaged in the response. And it's also a yes or no. So if they engaged in yelling, let's say, you check at the end of the group, and then that would be play check. It's pretty much momentary time sampling, so checking at the end about whether the behavior happened, but it's for groups. So I hope that helped you with the discontinuous measurement because it's truly a nightmare.